Hello, welcome back to Saber Outdoors. I, of course, am your wonderful host, Mark Alexander. Today we are in the cold, baby. It is getting late in the year to be doing what I'm doing today. But you know what? If you don't go, you don't know whether you are going to catch fish. So what I'm doing today, I am going to be reviewing something that I've kind of been wanting, kind of probably gonna break at some point, but it is the Ugly Stick Baitcaster combo from Walmart. See, it says right there, Ugly Stick GX2. I don't know exactly what that means, but it sounds cool because it's got an X in it. But guys, this is this right here is about $59 at Walmart. Comes with line, reel, rod. The Ugly Stick is famous for being super tough. So let's give it a look and see what it is this thing has. We've got a little information here. Let's give it a look. Of course, tells you about the rod. Graphite, create a strong yet sensitive rod. Better balance, virtually indestructible. We're not testing that today, but it's coming. New ugly tough guides. It sounds very clear and wonderful. Has a clear tip which delivers extra strength right where you need it and sensitivity for the lightest strikes. Now, oh, thank you, Jesus. It actually tells you what it's spooled with. I am getting super annoyed with these rod companies that don't tell you what the reel is spooled with. Says it is spooled with 12-pound line. That's a tiny bit light, but that is good enough to go bass fishing, which is what we're going to attempt to do. But adjustable magnetic cast control, that's usually what comes on a cheap-ish reel. Let's just look at the reel for a minute. So one ball bearing, that's not a lot, but it's better than none. Usually when you're looking at reels, if you look on the underside of the crank, you will find the information you're seeking. So this is a 6.2 to 1 gear ratio, so low but not unreasonable. This, of course, has 120 yards worth of 12-pound line. That's plenty. That is plenty. But guys, I am going to quit talking. I'm going to get to working. I wonder if you can see the amount of smoke coming out of my mouth. I don't think you can, but guys, every time I talk, I see a little whiff of smoke come out of my mouth because I'm full of such hot air. But guys, we're gonna get it lined up. We're gonna get a lure on it, and we're gonna go try our luck with it at somewhere different than usual. But when we get there, I'll tell you more about the place we're fishing. See you in a minute. All right, guys, so we are at beautiful Lake Malone today, and you can see, I hope, there is still a lot of smoke on the water. But guys, I've been watching the water for a good long while. It's beautiful out here, but I've been watching the water for a good long while. I see no activity on top. So probably the first thing I'm going to try is just to drag a jig on bottom and see if anything's interested. But she's looking pretty desolate out here, so we may have to move this to day 2 as far as doing our stuff. So if we do, I'll let you know, and if we catch one, I'll bring you back. All right, guys, so I've got a Green Pumpkin Pro model jig on from Strike King. Wonder if y'all can hear that rattle going. I did see a little fish bite over here. Now, this is the first time I'm throwing this. I've already got my brakes on max, and I've got my tension set like I want. So we're going to start fiddling with this and see if it's worth having. Okay. We're going to let that sink all the way down. And there's not really much activity happening this morning. I'm just going to drag this dude back. You know, I better set this drag. Speaking of dragging. All right, guys, we're going to back off them brakes some. Because, I'm on. Oh, guys. I picked up and there was nothing but pressure there. Let's get back out there. Whew, that throws a lot better now that I've slacked up in brakes. Well, guys, I don't seem to be doing nothing here at the docks, so I'm gonna actually change locations. See you in a minute. Well, guys, I don't know how close we can get, but in my needing to go to another spot, there's a little spiked buck here. I'm gonna swing wide and see if he can sit still. There he is. Little old spiked buck. Guys, you never know what you're going to get into whenever it comes to me. And you never know what you're going to see whenever you're out and about. It's so much better than sitting on your couch. I encourage you, even in these times, when it's cold and miserable, no one wants to be out. Get out. Go do something. Go have an adventure. Because let me tell you, there's nothing like telling people the next day, oh yeah, I went out, I didn't catch anything, but I saw a deer just in a really weird place. It was down by the boat dock, just kind of hanging out. Like, it didn't throw a flag and run or nothing. It just kind of slowly loped by me and then just stood there. I probably could have backed up and watched it a little longer, but guys, I'm fishing, not hunting. So we're going on to our next spot, and I'll bring you back whenever we get there. All right, guys, so we're done fishing. We're done trying to catch fish. We've tried for actually quite a number of days. It's getting late in the year and it's getting harder to catch fish. But what I can do, we're gonna put this through a bit of a torture test. So what I'm gonna do, I am going to take water and I'm gonna progressively put more weight on the end of this Ugly Stick. Ugly Stick is famous for being super tough, being super able. So we're gonna test that out today and probably end up breaking our rod. You come with us. I'm gonna stand in the back of this truck, and the action I'm gonna do is gonna mimic me boat flipping something into the boat. The truck's gonna be our pseudo boat. But I'm gonna get up in this truck and we're gonna boat flip. First thing we're gonna do is a regular bottle of water. Now, a bottle of water is 1 pint. Now, 1 pint is a pound. 1 quart, 2 pounds. 1 gallon, that's 8 pounds. So we're gonna kind of slowly ramp up. If it makes it to 8 pounds worth of weight, we're gonna do something pretty special after. But first things first, we're gonna see if we can boat flip a bottle of water. So we're up here, we're in our truck. We've got our rod here. I have changed the reel out to an Abu Garcia Ambassador with heavy braid on it, just so that we can test the rod itself. The reel we might do something with later on, but mostly we're testing the rod because Ugly Stick is more associated with the rod than the reel. So we're gonna see if we can boat flip a bottle of water. So let's reel down and up. Boom. Not a problem at all. That's a pound of weight, and I am not being nice with it. Like, look at how much bend that is. And this rod doesn't even feel all that heavy. So guys, let's put some more weight on it. All right, guys, customer 2, a quart of water, frozen. That way, if for some reason this breaks, I'm not gonna have a mess everywhere. But we're gonna put it on the ground. We're gonna get up in this truck. We're gonna try our luck. All right, let's reel down. Oh, yep. And look, still not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. I don't even feel like I need to be super nice with it. Like, I can, boom, get it up in there. So it passed a quart. Let's double it. We're doubling every single time that we do this. All right, guys, we now have 2 quarts, or a half gallon, for those of you that don't know. We're gonna throw it on the ground and see if we can get it up in the truck. Ooh, this already feels a lot heavier. Well, let's reel down and we're gonna gently try our luck. Oh, that's 4 pounds, people. 4 pounds, and God bless is it heavy. But it lifts it. That's crazy. That is completely crazy. That means you could, in theory, boat flip a 4-pound bass. That's almost as big as the biggest bass I've ever caught in my life. But guys, it's up here. We're doubling every time, so it's time to double up to a full galleon. Let's go. All right, we've got our gallon on. That feels ominous. This is 8 pounds. Brother, if you are boat flipping 8 pounds, you crazy. Let's see if I'm gonna be crazy enough to get this done. But we're just gonna do like we've been doing. Throw her on the ground. No special ceremony of any kind. And we're gonna see if we can get it up. I'm not so sure about this one. All right, guys, let's see if I'm about to break this rod. So we're gonna slowly ease into this and hope for the best. So, oh God. Oh, no, the drag's slipping. I've actually got to tighten my drag. That's funny. So let's get down to it. Let's try again. Is it off the ground? Oh, it's off the ground almost. Oh my God. I did it. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Let me see if I can hold it up for you all. All right. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh. Oh my God. I cannot believe it actually lifted an 8-pound thing into my truck. That is not a short distance either. That's like 2.5 feet. That means that a fish, an 8-pounder, you could boat flip with this gently, very gently in fact. But can it be done? Yes, it can be done, and I think it is hilarious. So guys, we're gonna go to a completely different kind of extreme. So hold still, we'll be right back with you. All right guys, so here is the final test. Can I pull my truck with this? Now, I've already got my truck in neutral. I do have a rock in front of the back wheel so that after I've pulled it a distance, if I can pull it a distance and not break this rod, that the rock will stop it and I don't have to like scramble for the brake. Because on the odd chance I get this moving, it might roll off with me. And we're functional on this channel, but we're also safe. So guys, I'm gonna get this rod in my hand. I'm going to pull on this truck and see if I can move this full-size Chevrolet truck. All right, let's reel up and see what we can do. I'm gonna have to put my thumb on the spool because drag won't hold it. Oh God, I may not be able to move it. Almighty God. Woo. Darling, you can't say I ain't putting out some kind of force on it. I'm gonna put both hands, I'm just gonna put this other on the side and see if I can get some motion. Nope, I'm gonna have to hold my thumb on it at least. Shoot, I might just have to end up, let me just do that. I'm gonna have to tie this to like the reel seat or something. There we go. Now the reel's not even a factor. All right, let's try her again. Come on, guys. Can you not see? I'm putting almost everything I've got into this, and it's still not budging. Guys, I don't think I have the strength to break this thing. This is crazy. Guys, I'm giving up on breaking it. I can't break this rod. I literally hooked it to a truck and pulled it as hard as I could, and it didn't budge a bit. All right, guys. Whew. My back hurts after that. I'm giving up on killing this rod. Okay. Whew. Okay, guys, I've got some things. Let me get my rod up here. The braid's dug super deep into the spool. I may have to actually pull it out. Well, guys, that's the end of the braid on this rod. So I'll have to fool with that later. But guys, I pulled so hard. Rod took it just fine. It might be able to take a 10-pounder, like boat flipping. Because let me tell you, I put everything I had into this, short of like getting down and dirty on the ground. I don't think I could reasonably break this rod, short of a harness and a lot bigger reel. But guys, that's all there is to this video. We tried and failed to break this rod. If you want one of these Ugly Sticks, the Ugly Sticks bait casters, they're great. The reel is a little bit cheap, but it's still a good reel. And the rod, well, it lives up to the Ugly Stick name. It is practically indestructible. But we lifted 8 pounds worth of frozen dead weight. Now, if you're boat flipping 8-pounders, this is the rod to do it with, because short of any foolishness, you're going to get that fish in. And you saw, I have bent, like, right there, the rod's right there. The guides are actually bent just a little bit where I pulled so hard on them. But they're still intact. There's nothing wrong with this rod. It's still very much a useful rod. So I'm gonna put it back together, and I'm gonna use it for bass fishing, catfish fishing, whatever kind of fishing I feel like, because now I feel confident there's nothing I can't do with this Ugly Stick rod. But guys, that's all there is to this video. I'm gonna ask you to do usual YouTube things like share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell notification. Gonna say it twice because it's so important. Subscribe. I need you. I truthfully do. But that's all there is. Thank you for watching. We'll see you somewhere in the woods or on the water.